What's up, people? Been a minute since I did a video, but I want to give an update on my progress in the Turo business so far. I've been in the business 9 months and 6 days, and boy, have I learned a lot in those 9 months and 6 days. I've grossed around $21,000, which is an average of maybe about $2,300 a month, but in that average and that total gross number, I want to say more than half of those months was extremely slow months. And I had some really busy months that kind of balanced it out. Last month was my best month so far. And I'm looking to have those numbers I got last month for the next 3 or 4 months. And one thing I want to share is the mileage on the vehicles is also what I've earned per vehicle, and kind of have some insight for those that want to get into the Turo business. And for those that been in the game for a while, let's share advice, help people out that want to get into it. If I knew then what I know now, just like life, if I knew then what I know now, I would really been killing a long time ago. But you live and you learn. Over the months, I trimmed my expenses down probably about $1,000, doing things different. Changes like, hey, I realized I was in a hot spot. I don't do the airport runs no more. It was too much of my time. I'm completely remote now. All 4 of my vehicles are actually on the road right now. I rarely see them the last couple of months, which is awesome. But let's take a look at these numbers. As you can see, I've done $10,321 thus far. Last month was my best month at $3,771. Exceeded my previous high by 1,000 or just about. And I'm on pace this month at about $900. So I think I'm going to exceed my previous high of last month. The month over that, as you can see, I did $2,691. It was trending up, so I was looking forward to April. February was horrendous with $1,700, and as you can see in January, I did more than February with $1,800. So January and February, make note of that, are slow months. It's good to note what months you got to watch out for. And if we look at the previous year, December was my previous high at $2,859. And in November, I did fairly well. In November, I did $2,030. At that point, I started running 3 vehicles. The previous months to that were pretty rough, as you can see. In October, I only did $1,500. And then what's that? September, I only did $1,900, and that's my first month there, $665. When you first start, that was with 1 vehicle halfway through the month. Then I added a second one on the 14th for that month. But if you take a look here at the bottom, as you can see, my number 1 producing vehicle has done $3,400. My second vehicle has done $3,300. My third vehicle has done $3,100, and I just added the 4th vehicle to the platform. I was using it elsewhere, so I finally decided to add it to the platform and let it just stay on here and use it exclusively for Turo going forth. So I should see higher revenues as far as my Turo income is concerned. Let's see here. If you look at last year, you'll see that I did $3,900 in 5 months with my number 1 vehicle, a little over $3,000 with my second vehicle, and a little over $2,000 with my third vehicle. And they're killing it now. And another thing I'm going to jump into next is the miles. Let's take a look at these miles. So my number 1 vehicle and my top producer, my very first vehicle, is the second one from the top. It has done 20,971 miles in 9 months. That's roughly about 2,300 miles a month. My second vehicle, I got 2 weeks after the first. So it's been in service for 9 months. It has done 20,075 miles, a little bit over 2,200 miles a month. As you can see, these miles accrue fast. My third vehicle, which is the one at the top, after 8 months of service, it has done 14,196 miles. And that's roughly 1,800 miles a month. And the pace has picked up on that vehicle number 3, so it's going to be accumulating miles fast now. Now, my fourth vehicle, the one at the very bottom, I just recently added it to the platform and decided to let it just work on Turo versus the other stuff I was doing with it. So it hasn't accrued many miles yet, and it's picking up pace as well. I asked for a higher rate on that one, but as you can see, it's done about 4 trips in the last 3 weeks since I added it to the platform. So I'm looking forward to the next few months to see what I can do. But one thing I do know coming up, it's going to be time for tune-ups, oil changes again. So, you got to make sure you put money to the side for those type of things. Come as the miles accrue and your assets depreciate, it's going to be more oil changes, more tune-ups. And I'm also, I have my point in which I want to trade the vehicle in or upgrade. So I'm going to make another video about that soon. So as you can see, these cars really pack on some miles by the month. They are depreciating assets. Depreciating at a accelerated rate. And I've been giving this advice ever since I started this channel. Do not fall in love with these vehicles. Every time they come back, they're going to come back with dings, paint chips, stains on the inside. And I'm going to say 80% of stuff they come back damaged as, you can't charge people because it doesn't qualify for you to be able to charge people. They smoke in it, but most of the time they clean up after themselves, so you can't charge them a smoking fee. You have to have some evidence every time. So stuff like that. You can't be in love with these vehicles. But with that being said, I have 4 Toyota Corollas, but I think my next vehicle, I want to add an SUV to the fleet. Because from my research, which I'm going to share another video what I'm looking at, but my research has shown that SUVs are really, really profitable. SUVs are a modern van, one or the other. I'll be adding to my fleet probably within 3 months from now. So I want to do my research and take my time and make sure I get the best rate as possible. I finance all my vehicles. I don't want to come out of pocket starting off. Just like when you want to start a business, you go to the bank, get a loan, and use the bank money versus your own money. I have that same theory when it comes to my Turo vehicles. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. The next few months should be pretty awesome. Also, Toro host, throw some advice out there in the comments for those that been in the game for a while. I've learned a lot just by reading the comments. People comment on the video, you should do this or you should do that. And you learn a lot by that way as well. Thank you.